Poverty and misery are two sides of a coin arising from poor economic policies affecting the citizens of a country. Nigeria, as the poverty capital of the world, is ranked 6th on Hanke's Misery Index 2018 with 43 index points. This is no coincidence. A misery index is a summary of unemployment rates, inflation and lending rates. A high misery index score reflects a high level of misery as these factors pose economic and social costs to the average earner. For Nigeria, unemployment is at all-time high of 23.1%, inflation at 11.37% in the month of April, and lending rates at 13.5%, with more than 50% of the population living below the poverty line. Could this be the cause of rising suicide rates in the country? Are Nigerians really miserable? Henry Esomchi and Christiana Amodu are standing by to discuss the major contributing factor to Nigeria's suicide rates and the high misery rates in the country. Take it from here, Henry.
Thank you, Helena. Unemployment rate at an all-time high of 23.1% is a major factor contributing to Nigeria's misery index. According to the National Bureau of Statistics, unemployment rate increased from 18.8% in the third quarter of 2017 to 23.1% in the third quarter of 2018, with over 20 million Nigerians out of jobs. This is a 14.9% higher than the 8.2% increase recorded in the second quarter of 2015 when President Muhammadu Buhari took over. Let us speak to Nigerians here in the Federal Capital Territory to find out if unemployment is a major reason why Nigeria is miserable.
The issue is that unemployment is really affecting Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, presently I am unemployed. I'm a graduate for, I think, for almost 2 years now. I've not gotten a job. And by that, I'm miserable.
Now, this no job make Yahoo plenty. CG boys now, they plenty, over plenty for Nigeria. Like because of no job. If you get job, you don't go get that for Yahoo. My team did there.
It's a phenomenal thing that it's only God that can intervene. In every country, there is a lot of unemployment, you understand? But it's the way you orientate your citizens and the way you empower them. But some people, they want to empower the youth at the end of the day. Some people will confiscate the whole thing and keep it to themselves. And especially someone that is hardworking, maybe you are healthy and you don't have roof for yourself. You came to a town to come and hustle, no roof, no job, no shelter. Definitely, you see a lot of things happening.
If anyone is miserable, it depends on that person. Because as long as I'm healthy, I can walk with my 2 legs, with my hand. Nothing can make me miserable.
Okay, we've heard from Nigerians that indeed unemployment rate is a contributing factor to the high rate of misery in the country. Unemployment has also caused the high rate of suicidal rate in Nigeria. Christiana Amodu is standing by to take us through on this. Over to you, Christy.
Thank you, Henry. Nigerians are a happy lot, but with the current economic hardship being experienced in the country, many have bemoaned the increased rate of suicide in the society. According to statistics, 80 persons have lost their lives in the last 13 months, citing reasons such as financial difficulty and joblessness, among others. I'll be speaking with other respondents as they share their perspective on the issue of the rise in suicide trend.
In every terrible situation, there's a solution. And people should live with that fact. They don't believe that there is some things that God exists anymore. You understand? So, little problem, they begin to think of evil. The government should be proactive. Government should be proactive and be sensitive in what the plight of the people. Before somebody can decide to take his or her life, we need to understand that the person is at the peak of hopelessness. And that happens because there is a monumental failure in our society. You know, this society has failed, even not just governments, even the people. You know, when somebody is depressed, the least the person requires at that point is somebody to talk to. It's a collective responsibility on our part. So, as a society, we have failed. As government, we have failed. As neighbors, we have failed. We no longer be our neighbors' keeper. And government needs to come out with what? With a strong voice, strong advocacy, strong orientation. When government leads, others will follow.
So come out, open up, like talk to people, talk to friends. You have friends around, right? You have brothers, you have sisters. Even though you're the only one in your family, I know you know 1 or 2 persons. So come out, be open-minded, keep trying, don't stop trying, keep trying. One day it will work.
In order to reverse this dangerous trend in our society, there is a cogent need for us as a nation to review our value system, especially with regards to young people, and also lift more Nigerians out of poverty. Let's go back to Helena Olori to wrap it up for us on this survey. Over to you, Helena.
Thank you, Henry and Christy. Nigeria is the biggest economy in Africa. Ironically, it is also the poverty capital of the world, hence the rising rates of misery and suicide in the country. Recall that in September 2018, the Goalkeeper Report, an annual report sheet of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, stated that Nigeria will have the world's poorest people by 2050. What is the government's action plan to reverse this trend in this next level agenda? Helena Olori, on behalf of the crew, reporting for Moneyline with Nancy.